A pleasant good day to you. Let me go through project number 4 from the Arduino Fundamental Exam Starter Kit. And project number 4 is a color changing lamp. This project uses the RGB LED. It's one LED that is capable of producing 3 different colors, red, blue, and green. It uses 3 photoresistors, 3 220 resistors, 320 ohms resistors, and 3 10K resistors. This is a pretty amazing project. We also use the PWM, which is pulse width modulation, and that is used to fade the 3 colors. So you will see the colors being faded one into the other. The PWM has a special capability that it is capable of changing a digital pin to analog. Right, and if we can recall that analog is about real numbers such as fractions, decimals, irregular numbers, etc. And digital, or the digital pins, produces just ones and zeros, or on and off, or true or false. So the digital pin produces more of a Boolean value. If we can remember the analog and digital watches, we know that our analog watches shows the second hand, the minute hand, and the hour hand, and our digital watches shows the time digitally. So these pins the pins on the board produces either an analog or a digital reading. All right, so the PWM is capable of producing a analog reading from a digital pin. And we have on the board, on the Arduino board here, we have certain pins that are able to produce both analog and digital. And these pins are pin number 3, pin number 5, pin number 6, pin number 9, pin number 10, and pin number 11. So those pins are capable of producing both analog and digital. So for this project, I am using pin number 9, 10, and 11. And I am also using pin A0, A1, and A2 for my photoresistors. I am going to show you here where we can see my code here, what I have. I am also using the serial monitor to show the values of the red, blue, and green as it reads on the photoresistor. So let me pull up here my serial monitor, and we can see here the various values of red, blue, and green being flashed across that serial monitor screen. So now let's get into let me see what I can. So I have here a simulation of the project that I created using Tinkercad. So Tinkercad is another great website that you can use to simulate your prototypes before you actually hook up your hardware. And so this is a little simulation of what the project looks like. Like I said, I'm using pin 9, 10, and 11, and this is hooked up to my RGB LED, and the RGB LED has 4 prongs. The longest prong is the ground or negative, and then we have prong 1, 2, and 3, which is red, blue, and green. Right, so these are hooked up to 9, 10, and 11, and my photoresistors are hooked up to A0, A1, and A2. Okay, so what you can also use this, you can code your simulation and you can run it to ensure that it is actually working before you actually hook up your hardware. Right, but I have not created any code, so it's not going to run. So now I am going to go back to my code. Where is it? And go back to my sketch, and I'm going to show you what the project looks like. So we can see here that the color is being faded from one color into another. It is changing the 3 different colors, and this reading is picking up because of the photoresistor. The photoresistor is using light to change these different colors. And I'll turn my light off so you can see with the light off, it goes off. So none of the colors will light with the light off. And with the light on, it is picking up. So we see here. So it's a pretty decent project. So what I did, I placed this little ping pong ball as a diffuser over the LED so that it can show you more how it is actually lighting. So once again, yes, this is project 4, but again, remember, the goal here is to transfer this learning from this prototype to something else that you can use. So think about other things that you can use, one of these 3 prongs, one of these RGB LEDs, and other things that you can use a photoresistor to create. So remember, a photoresistor uses a light to create another or cause another component within your project to work. And the photoresistor is an input device. It collects something from the environment and sends a message back to your station. All right, so think of things. I created a healthy plant monitor using the photoresistors, and what it did in that project, it recorded whether the plant is receiving enough sunlight or not. So those are just little things that you can use it for. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Have a great rest of your day.